Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for coming here today. As you know, our company has been established for over 15 years, and we are the best accountancy firms in Taiwan. From the last 15 years, we have helped a lot of enterprises to complete their budget and budget statements and even file their tax returns. Because of this pandemic disease, we are forced to stay at home and work from home as well. Everyone must suffer from great pressure since the outbreak of COVID-19. However, if we cooperate with the government policies, I think the life we used to will be back soon. So, in today's presentation, I will tell you the current situation in this island during this tough time. Oh, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Vivian Wang, and I am the representative from the Department of Finance. I know everyone is on the tight schedule, so let's start our presentation. Here's an outline today. There are 4 things we need to cover today. The first one is current financial status. Next, I will talk about the great impact on certain enterprises. Then, what kinds of companies get the benefits from coronavirus. And the last one is how to solve the financial difficulties in this period. My talk should take around 12 minutes, and I won't take any questions at the end of my talk due to the time limit. Let's start our first part, current financial status. First of all, the line chart shows the world economic to trail pre-pandemic from 2019 to 2022. The data was obtained from a website called Statista. The x-axis represents the year, the y-axis shows the percentage. The red line represents the pre-pandemic forecast index. The blue line represents the latest forecast index. As you can see clearly, the record dropped seriously in 2020, and it's the time that the virus spread to the whole world. Compared to the previous forecast, experts predict that the economy will be a steady increase since 2019. However, as the confirmed cases become lower and lower, many professionals consider that the economic will be at the right track soon. If all citizens are willing to believe the policies and vaccination, the situation will be controlled as soon as possible. To illustrate more about futuristic economic conditions, please look at this bar chart. It shows how the International Monetary Fund, in Chinese we say 国际货币基金组织, predict the global finance from 2019 to 2021. The information derives from IMF. The horizontal line represents different countries, and the vertical line represents the GDP, gross domestic product. As the legend on the top indicates, the color from dark to bright stand for 2019, 2020, and 2021. Before we go into the details, let me describe a term here. I think that you all know what GDP is, right? It is the standard measure of the value added created through the production of goods and services in a country during a certain period. That is to say, it is a prominent index to evaluate a country's finance. Apparently, it is obvious to notice that the whole world have a disappointing decline because the outbreak of COVID-19, like I previously mentioned about. However, to my surprise, the economic of China didn't drop considerably like other countries. The serious problem is that the government maybe conceal the reality, as most of media are controlled by authorities in China. Therefore, the current status must be investigated in more details. I'm going to introduce what kind of enterprise suffered a great impact from this period. This slide shows the comparison among the travel agencies. On the left column are the 3 features which are brand, how many tourists are influenced by coronavirus, and the last one is the loss. You can see that over 50,000 people are affected by this disease. What's worse, the total loss is over 500 million in a just small range, let alone the loss of the whole tourism. From this chart, I'm desperate to say that many companies' profits drop unexpectedly because the change of policies and the lifestyle of people that would rather stay at home than visit attraction. Our chart shows the loss of global aviation industry. The data is provided by the Professional Association. On your left is the list of continents. The loss of each continent is shown here in 10 million of New Taiwan dollars. Obviously, Asia comes out on top with the loss of 1,130 million of New Taiwan dollars, much more than other continents, including Europe, North America, Latin America, and Africa. Now, please direct your attention to Asia again. Some governments has imposed a travel ban on passengers arriving from China, Hong Kong, and Macau. It seems that giving a nuclear bomb to aviation industry for the sake of the huge population in China. One thing is for sure, once China sneezes, the whole world will get caught. At the third part of my presentation, I'm going to introduce what kind of enterprises get a benefit during this tough time. With regulations, most people can only work from home, which caused the increasing demand for electronic products such as the notebook, iPad, and Switch. I will take the most popular one, Switch, for example. The x-axis represents the time after launch, while the y-axis shows the sales figure in million units. As you can see, the sales figures have a spectacular rise even the product has been launched for 2 years. It's clear that the sales figures are on the rise, and it also causes a magnificent profit for Nintendo. This trend still continues, and it won't go down rapidly even the end of this epidemic. Delivery giant Foodpanda announced a 92% spike in weekly revenues from 2018 to 2019. From 2012 to 2017, we can see a slight increase in average orders per week. But because of the pandemic and the subsequent global lockdowns, Foodpanda received 110 million orders in just a week in Asia. The amazing statistic even exceed the total amount in past 6 years. For some people who don't want to have the direct contact with the couriers, some food delivery services provide contact-free delivery that the courier will pick up your order and deliver it to your doorstep. That's the most important reason why food delivery can boost in a short time. For the last part of my presentation, I will introduce how to apply for the relief money and how government help people to overcome the financial crisis. The table on the slide shows the solution that the government provided to help those who are in need. On the left column are the 5 occupations who have qualified to apply for the relief money. The middle column is the limit number of people, and the right column is cash subsidy. As you can easily see, the government have divided people into 5 genres, including students who are disability, low-income family, farmers, fishermen, and dealers. Now, please focus on the right column from top to the bottom. The third one and the last one note 有排富. The term means that people whose wealth surpass the standard of rich are excluded. As a consequence, if you are qualified, remember to submit the needed document and be aware of some special rules. If you or your family are ready to apply for the relief money, please pay attention to this chart illustrating the process of applying. I will move from top to the bottom in explaining this process. The first step is the people who are qualified can file the document or just go to the website of the Ministry of Finance and fill in the blank and click the button of Submit. After that, if you choose fill in the document, you should go to the district office to submit the application. The next step is wait for passing the application review. After the authority passes the application, you can receive the relief money as soon as possible. Congratulations! Now you don't have to worry about the money temporarily. And remember, once you apply, please wait patiently as the having workload of civil servants these days. To sum up, I have included the current financial situation, the condition of famous enterprises, and the last one is the government solution. Hope you can learn something in today's talk and have more understanding about the financial market. By the way, I really miss the warm time we had in this office. I always record the days we work together. Hope everyone can stay healthy and safe at home. This is the end of my presentation, and thanks for listening. And because of the time limit, if you have any questions, this is the end of my presentation, and thanks for listening. And if you have any questions you want to ask me, please send the emails to me. I provided my email in this PowerPoint slide. Feel free to ask me any questions. See you next time. Bye bye.